It's Don here from the board. Thanks for coming along and checking out this video. So today's review item is related to keyboards but not a keyboard item, and I'm just going to wait for the truck to go on by. But when I came across it, I thought, you know, this might be of interest to a lot of people, especially those who like to take fancy pictures, videos for reviewing and display. And you know, if you've read the title, you kind of know what I'm talking about, but essentially it's a rotating turntable for photography and video shooting purposes. So let's just switch over to the desktop and have a look at this grey package. Now, this is also the first video that I am doing with my new webcam. I just got a new webcam and I don't know how well this is going to perform. We'll see how it goes. I've set it up as best as I can and hopefully it'll behave okay. Now, this is a grey package. It's fully sealed. My address is on the other side. I bought this one from Banggood. This is not a review unit. They didn't send it to me. There's no endorsements or anything like that. I was just skimming through stuff, checking out their catalog, and I was like, hey, this is on special, so I bought it. Now, before I open it, I wanted to show you the listing so we can have a baseline of what we should be expecting to see here. And this is that item. Now, I have chosen Model C, which is the black one, but you can get it with a mirror top, supposedly. There we go. You can get it all mirrored finish, you can get the black, and you can also get, I think, a fully white version. There we go. So there's the white one. It's about 13 or so. Prices change depending obviously on their sales and whatnot. But what I'm really interested in seeing is that it can hold 2 to 4 kilograms depending on the speed that you make it move. So it has an option for 2, 4, and 6 revolutions per minute. Obviously, the lower the revolutions, the more weight it's meant to take, according to how this reads. And it can also have rotating angle from 45, 90, 180, and the full 360. It's meant to be 5-volt USB, so we're going to plug it in with USB because I'm not going to put batteries in it. And what is really interesting is it's meant to weigh 2.5 kilograms, and this does not weigh 2.5 kilograms. So we're gonna see how this goes. So you know, that's what the fancy shows. We will see how it turns out. So that's what the listing looks like, and I kind of have doubts about the accuracy because this does not weigh 2.5 kilos. So there we go. Now, got my trusty kitchen scales as usual. I don't know if the focus is going to kick in very well. So this is really strange because there we go. This is a higher quality webcam in theory, but its focus seems to be a little bit slower than normal. So that's the package. It's 250 grams. So maybe they got the decimal point in the wrong place and they're not used to, you know, metrics. Okay, now what I've also got, well, I've got the scales here on the table, is a milk jug that I've just filled with water, and we'll see that it reads 3 kilos and 91 grams, so almost the 4 kilo limit. It's kind of in that midpoint, and we'll see how it handles moving around, because I don't really have any very heavy custom keyboards that I can actually put on it at this point in time. Alrighty, so let's slice and dice. So it is actually a cardboard box that has printing on it compared to a lot of items that tend to come from these kind of vendors. We can see some description on the back if the focus is going to pick it up. There we go. Power on, switch clockwise, 2, 4, 6 revolutions. The angle as mentioned. Picture. Okay. And the sticker says it's the black one. Let's crack it open. Well, there's the cable. That's always a plus. And here is the unit. Don't need that anymore. It's very light. It's very simple. Now, I can already turn this by hand very gently. It's not as matte as the pictures looked like. It's just straight up plastic. Yeah, it's not too bad. There is a compartment here for like a rechargeable battery, and then there's the second compartment there for your 3 AAAs, so if you want to make that portable and not have a cable visible in the background. Now, I am hoping that this is going to work without the battery, and the 5V is going to go directly and power this on. If it doesn't, then I'm kind of going to be in trouble. Oof. Okay, so there, that green light is on. It is very bright. Now if I press that, it starts to rotate. Now I don't know if you should be able to see that. So, you know, check it out. It moves. It would be nice if there was some kind of, you know, central mark, but I suppose you could probably measure it and figure it out and put like a little dot yourself if you wanted to. So that's going left and right. Now it's changing directions. Cool, cool. Now speed. So that's speeding up, and that's the fastest. Back to the slowest. Okay. So we're still on the full 360 mode. So I'm assuming if I press the angle button, it should turn it into 45 degrees. There we go. That's very quick. Let's just slow that down. And then let's try, that should be 90 degrees. Is that 180? So it stopped there. Okay, so I've gone to the 180 by the looks of it roughly. I've just pressed it again. So now we're on to 360. Should be 45, 90, 180, 360. So that's 45 right there. Yeah, okay. And then that'll be the 90 now. Okay, so it certainly does everything that it's meant to. If we go to 180 and 360, now I think you're meant to hold it down for 3 seconds to stop it. 1,000, 2,000. Okay, so not even. So I'm going to set that down, and is that the fastest or the slowest? Oh, so okay, so that's the slowest mode, and it should handle 3 kilograms. It should handle 4 kilograms on the slowest mode even. So 3 kilos. It turns! Check it out! It's all driven off this little tiny 5V. It's not doing very well. It's struggling. It's not very stable. It's lurching. Now, in theory, the middle speed should handle 3 kilos. Okay? So, do I dare put it to the middle mode? Alright, middle speed. It's handling it. It's handling it. Now, do I dare go to the fastest speed and see if it actually craps out or not? Yeah, let's try it. Look at that. It's handling 3 kilos when it's only meant to be able to handle at 2 kilos. So I don't recommend it because it's probably not good for it long term. It's probably going to wear components in it, because I would expect that the actual rotating gears in this are plastic, and if you overstress it, then essentially you're going to reduce its lifespan and the accuracy of its movement. But I'm actually super impressed with this thing. I'm just feeling the bottom of it, if I can feel any heat from the motor. I can't feel it at all. Now, it's got a whole bunch of holes in it, and they don't have screws. They look like plastic rivet holes. So it must be assembled through the top, but I don't want to force the top off it. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow, that was easy. Look at that. Wow, such a simple construction there. So they've got ball bearings that are, that's it. They're just lubed balls. as funny as that is, that's actually it's such a brilliant construction. There's no real gearing. The only thing is how strong the plastic is in this middle portion here. Now there's grease all around that, which is good, because it means I can lube it myself along that track. I could probably put some super lube there, and it would actually help it move nice and smooth. But I think it's actually really cool. I think it's a little bit jittery, and while they've only got one ball bearing here, they should have put a second one there, and it would have actually given it much better support rather than being kind of lopsided. Now they have countered that, because the 5 around the outside is spread out, so that's kind of opposite to that one here, but it probably would have been better had they put another one there. Well, that was a pleasant discovery. What I might actually do with this is probably I will add some lube to it, and then it should be good. So I'm going to put this, and that's great because it means you can easily maintain this, and if you have to, and if the motor burns out for whatever reason, you can find a replacement for it. It could be quite easy to fix. I think the challenging part now is figuring out the right angle for this to slot in at, so I can get it back on. There we go. And away it goes. So just to kind of give you an idea maybe of what it might look like if you wanted to do something fancy with it. So let's just go with the rotation. So I'm going to put that in the middle. I'm going to use my no, that won't work very well, will it? No, my phone, because I won't be able to show you on the screen directly easily. But instead, let's see if I can use my spare, if I can get a connection for it. Okay. Let's see. No. Okay. That didn't work. I've got too many spare webcams now. I need to find the right one. Do bear with me as I rummage through my drawers. Okay. While we watch this Enos go around and round and round. Is this one going to work? No. Doesn't like that one either. Alright, well, I'm not going to be able to give you that via webcam, so maybe let's do the phone instead. Let's see if we can position it in the center. Is that actually going all the way around, or is it just stopping and coming back? It's a strange one. It's not doing a 360 revolution. Anyway, let's give that a zoom in. The focus is terrible. Okay, so that was about 18 seconds for it to turn around. Now, I don't think this is gonna, let's try and angle that, and there we go. Just some phone numbers from work. So, you know, if you had a better camera setup, better lighting, you know, you can put a bit of felt or fabric underneath, or if you got the mirror version or the white version, this could give you a very cheap way of doing, you know, some nice video, I guess. Proof of concept wise, that works quite nicely, turns out quite well. I think that's actually quite a good value, and the fact that you can easily maintain it makes it all the better. Rightio. So yeah, cool bananas. I think that was actually really cool. Really cool. Well, thank you very much for checking out this video. If you are interested in checking out this and maybe getting one, you know, I will have a link in the description below, so you can have a look at it and maybe keep your eye on it if it's going to have a special, or if you've got a coupon or they got sales and stuff like that. And then up your game, showing off artisans, key sets, sculpts, you know, random items, watches, or even up to 4 kilogram heavy keyboards, just rotating back and forth, 360, you know, no scope. So that's it. Wow, it's a 20-minute video already without me realizing it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Once again, thanks for checking out this video, and as usual, until next time, happy clacking.